Hey guys, you know what time it is. It's part 6. In this part, I'm going to be doing the teachers versus students and the training camp. So, test of courage is going to be funny, but we start off a week before the teachers versus students, and the teachers are talking with Izumi, trying to get to know her a little bit better because they still don't know her very well. And they are talking to her and they're getting to know why she did what she did when she was smaller. And she is finally putting it together while talking to them and understanding what she did and why she did it. And she feels bad for changing the people in her class now. And she walks up to Eri and says, I'd like to stop the training every other week or every other day. And Eri goes, why? And she says the reason why, and Eri goes, oh, okay. Sure. But we get to cuddle. And Izumi says, well, no, duh. So everybody gets informed that is joining the training, and it's now the teachers versus students, and the teachers get absolutely wrecked by the female students, and the male students are like, what the fuck just happened? So we move on to the everybody gets placed in the same brackets as they do in canon, except for the female students. They are always going to be tougher and better than the rest of the students. And over these few weeks, everybody has gotten an apology from Izumi for doing what she did. And she went up to Ida and said that too. And he's like, what did you do? And she goes, you'll see in 2 days. And 2 days later, before they leave for the training camp, Ida gets changed into a girl. And Ida is completely surprised, but gets over it really quickly because Izumi kind of changed his personality a little. And she didn't have enough time to reverse the curse, because she can if she wants to. She didn't have enough time because she kind of activated the curse before she had this mindset change, so she didn't have enough time to think of what she's doing before she does it. And we go to the bus ride to the training camp, and everybody's asking Izumi why she stopped training so much. And Izumi says, I'd like some downtime, and I'm working out my issues. And they're like, okay, we understand. And everybody is like, okay. So they get to the training camp, they get to the ledge, and Izumi says, if we jump, we don't get pushed off the ledge. If we don't jump, we get pushed off the ledge. Oh, and the Wild's Pussycats are here, by the way. And they go, where? And she goes, in 3, 2, 1, and they hear a car coming. And they're keeping an eye on this car, and this car shows up, and the Wild's Pussycats, Mandalay, and Pixie Bob come out, and they're like, hey! And everybody jumps off the ledge going, yeah, nope! And Mandalay and Pixie Bob are like, what? Aizawa walks over going, yeah, this happens lately. Izumi, she did that. And they go, oh, okay. So they're getting ready to train them, and they're getting in the bus, and everybody gets taken to the or everybody that's on the mountain ledge gets taken to the training camp, and crap, damn it, Jack! Walking around and he's knocking me over. Cat has a hard head. Like me in that What If. Like me in that What If earlier. The 550 sub special. I had a hard head in that one. But, what else? So they get to the training, and the training for Izumi is a lot different than in canon. She has to run the length of the forest without using any quirk. And she must have a severe weight, severely heavy weight on her. And so she does. She completes the circuit, and everybody's like, damn! And Izumi is just exhausted. So she walks in without even eating dinner, and she goes to sleep. And Ari's like, okay, I'm gonna have to wake her up to go to the hot springs hot springs looking place. And Izumi does, and she gets up when Ari asks her, and they get into the bath, and they start to socialize. Then Mineta has his episode, and all he sees every time his hand hits the wood is a man ass. So he's getting traumatized just by seeing this, and Izumi's like, oh, hell nah. So she uses one of her shadow hands, grabs him by the head, pulls him off the wall, and throws him to the floor. And all they hear on the other side with the girls is thud. And Izumi's like, there we go. You don't need to come out, Koda. We solved it. And Koda's just like, okay, that's strange. So we go to the next few days. They've been socializing more. Everybody's gotten to know Izumi a little bit better, and Class 1B has gotten to know Izumi a lot better than what they originally knew about her. And everybody feels sympathy for her for powering through all the trauma and bad shit that she's gone through. And she's not a major masochist like she was earlier. It's less and less because Ari has been consoling her, torturing her, and not torturing her at times. So she still has the pleasure of being a masochist, because that's never going to change. But she's trying to not be as big of a masochist. Because it apparently is a very negative thing for the people around her. So Izumi is working on it. It's now the test of courage, and Izumi's tasked with making the test of courage. Not too scary, though, because if she makes it too scary, then everybody else is going to shit themselves, except for Ari and a few of the girls in Class 1A. So she is tasked with doing this, and she uses her fog to make an illusion of the game that she's been playing with the normal people, or the normal villains. And she gets into this mood of the game and wants to get this game going. So, there. She wants to get this game going, and it starts going and is slowly escalating. And everybody starts freaking out like, she's gonna kill us, she's gonna kill us. But all the girls in Class 1A are like, oh god, this is getting worse and worse. All of a sudden, a flame comes through the fog and lights it on fire. And completely obliterates the fog, because it's a flammable fog. And she uses the control of this fog to make sure no one gets hurt. And this blue fire came from a specific direction, so she pinpointed it. She pinpointed it and teleported to the side of his view. And I was like, do you want to play a game too? And he jumps at this because she just appeared out of nowhere and goes, fuck no. And he tries to burn her. And she goes, oi, not very nice. And he goes, I don't give a shit. And he tries to burn her again. And she goes, seriously? Can you please stop? And he goes, no! Get the fuck away from me, monster! And she goes, I'm not goddamn monster! Fucking working on it! And she gets pissed off for one of the very first times. And she completely and utterly rips off his limbs and lets him sit there and roll around like a turd in the wind. I'm sorry. Venom. And yes, I plan on doing a symbiote version of this where Izumi is a symbiote and she's connected to people. So I'll need a name for the symbiote, so you guys are going to have to tell me in the comments or the Discord. And then you're going to have to be right back. Okay, I'm back. Actually, I'm going to finish this one up because I got a few other ones that I need to start doing, and this one's taking up a lot of energy and brain power. So if you guys want to help me with any of the other what ifs, please, please, please do. Go on to the Discord, which Mina, I know you're watching this. Can you put it in the comments, please? So it's going to be in the comments. I'll pin the comment when it shows up. But crap. Where was I? So she's pissed off at him, so she ripped his arms and legs off. And she now is on a rampage on the villain side. And she finds twice. And there's 2 of him. Then there's 3. Then there's 4. And she's like, okay, all y'all could fuck off. So she slices every single one of their heads off. She doesn't give a shit right now. She's pissed off. And Eri feels this because they have somewhat of a connection. And she feels this anger radiating off of Izumi. So she runs into the forest being like, I'll be back. And Aizawa goes, well, I can't stop her. And everybody's like, going like, yeah, no one can. So let's just wait for her at the lodge. And so they walk to the lodge, and a clone of Dobby is sitting there, and all of a sudden it disappears. They're like, okay, that's strange. And Eri finds Izumi fucking pissed off, and Eri walks up to Izumi and says, calm down, it's okay. I'm right here. And Izumi's still freaking out because they tried to hurt Eri and other people that she cares about. And she's starting to open up more and more, so yeah. And so the training camp is over, and it's now the provisional licensing. She aces that. she can teleport to people's peripherals, and she can just basically super speed a ball into the plates, and she got 2, and then she just hung out with Eri until Eri got them. So they finished first, and the rest of the class finished shortly after them because the rest of the class has been training really hard. So, and Bakugo's personality's changed dramatically from canon so far. He's no angry Pomeranian anymore. He's a nice guy, and that's saying a lot. So they got their licensing, and Izumi goes with Eri to Night Eye's agency, and Night Eye sees the potential in Izumi, and since Mirio still got All for One, and Izumi's terrifies Mirio still got One for All, and Izumi terrifies All for One, he immediately said, sure. And Izumi said, no joke? I can't say a joke? And he goes, sure, hit me with it. And she goes, I'm not going to do that. How about this? Knock knock joke. And he goes, sure. And Izumi goes, knock knock. Who's there? A villain. A villain who? A villain who's helped you and hurt you at the exact same time. And it takes a minute before Night Eye gets it. Oh! And he starts chuckling at this because he put it together that she was literally talking about herself because she was a villain at one point, killing other villains and finding crooked heroes and taking them out and making sure that they're not crooked anymore. So Night Eye is like, yeah, I get it now. And so we end off there because there's no Overhaul arc. Because Overhaul is currently in jail. And I don't do the movies because I haven't seen them. And I'm not planning on seeing them, so. What else? Well, that's pretty much it. Oh, yeah. My normal. So, Izumi has flesh manipulation and body manipulation from some of the horror creatures that people have thought up of. It's like The Thing and what else? That's it that I can think of right now. Oh, some SCPs have that. Oh crap! My neighbor's cat's on my roof. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed this short but last part. I'm gonna get on to the unordinary what if next. I want to see if I can get Mina in here because I'd love to do a what if with him. I'd need him in a call though, and I'd need to be able to record the call, and yeah. So I'm gonna see if I can set that up. Hopefully we can have time to do that. But I'm gonna start the unordinary what if again because I don't really like how I set it up, and I want to reset it up. So talk to you guys later. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Bye!